We are at Pueblo Motorsports Park. You don't know how many takes I had to do to make that, pronounce that. So anyway, got FrankenNova ready and ready to go. I hope you can hear what I'm saying because it's very windy here. And the announcer's running in his mouth, which is good. They just started calling cars up. I'm in a small block again. Right now there's 18 entries in that class. So I hope that I'm at least in the top 6 or so. The car should be pretty quick with the changes I've made. Just don't know what it's going to run. But my wife will be there recording. I've got a camera in the car. I've got my draggy. I've got this camera that my wife will have. And hopefully we'll get some good footage. And hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. Pueblo heading towards Kearney, Nebraska. Yesterday, the first day of Pueblo, I turned in at 12:45. Car's not running right, the tune's all over the place. I've got a burn spark plug wire right now, again, so I'm going to have to pull over as soon as I can find somewhere to do it and fix that. But right now, other than that, skipping a little bit, the car's doing pretty good. I'm cruising at about 60 and about 3,200 RPM, somewhere around there. So that 410 gear is putting in some work. We're going to find somewhere up here to pull over, change this wire, maybe fix the header where it won't burn another one. See you there. See if I can get a spark plug out of the way so I can beat on the header. Alright, so driving from Pueblo to Kearney, we're in the middle of pretty much nowhere. Car started getting hot going down the road. I was doing like 60. It started climbing up over 200, so I'm going to let it cool down and put some water in it, see if that's the issue. Alright, got some water back in it. It's running 180 now instead of 205. We're going to stick around 60 and see if that fixed it. It really wasn't that low, but for some reason I'm not running a thermostat, and we passed the car store. I'm gonna stop by one, and I'm gonna put one in it. Even if the adding water fixed it, I'm gonna go ahead and put a thermostat in it at some point tonight. So this car started making a bunch of squeaking noise, and my inner fender bolt come out of the bottom of the fender, bounced loose somewhere, and I only have one in it. And the inner fender was rubbing the subframe, making a bunch of noise, driving me crazy. So I found the problem, and I bent the inner fender again so that it wouldn't rub the frame anymore, and I'll put a bolt in the fender later. All right, so we just made it to Kearney a few minutes ago. We've already got some food to eat because we didn't eat all day, starving to death. and just had a subscriber come up, recognize me, talk to me for a few minutes. Super nice guy, and recognized the car at Pueblo yesterday. It's like, oh, there's no way, and I was pretty flattered that he recognized me. Pretty cool. So yeah, we got here, didn't have too much trouble today. Burned a couple of spark plug boots and got those fixed. Inner fender came loose, or we hit a bump, the bolt come out of the bottom of the fender, and some of this stuff I've recorded during the day. I'm going over a recap just because I don't know how much of it actually you're gonna be able to hear, because the wind was blowing like 30 miles an hour all day, and I'm trying to keep the camera far enough away because I haven't shaved in a few days. I'm ugly as all get out. The wind's been blowing all day, so I'm not sure how much of the audio will be, you know, understandable, but we made it. We're at Kearney. We're going to race tomorrow during the day, and that's going to be pretty cool. And then we leave there and head to Vandermeer for 2 days. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now the car still runs like crap at the track, or at least it did at Pueblo. And Kearney here, we're at a different elevation, much better weather, or at least air. I wouldn't say weather, but much better air. So I think the car will run pretty good. Yesterday I turned in at 12:45, and that was falling over on its face, and it still ran at 12:45 at 109, I think. And I'm hoping tomorrow I put this thing deep in the 11s, if it'll act right at all. Maybe I need to stick to carburetors and regular distributors instead of EFI and computer controlled timing. But we made it. We're here. I'm trying to get some videos edited out and try to chop this whole thing up into multiple videos, but the Wi-Fi at the hotels is being pretty aggravating, so we'll see. See you guys tomorrow. Raceweek Park. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. Made a couple of runs. I'm not sure if my intro earlier got covered by wind, so I'm doing it again now. Car did pretty good. I got the tune much better sorted here than at Pueblo Motorsports Park. First pass, I ran an 1175 at 115 mile an hour. And in the second pass, I ran an 1186 at the same mile an hour. So, and all I did was really change the shift point a little bit. It didn't matter, so I'll keep shifting it low for now. But yeah, we're going to get everything converted back over, because today, instead of racing from around 3 to 11 like most other nights, we race from 9 till 4, and then we've got to drive back to Vandermeer, back to the Denver area, which is 420 something miles. So we're going to leave today, drive part of it, and drive the rest of it tomorrow, because we have to race tomorrow. Normally between Kearney and Vandermeer, Kearney and Pueblo, we have a drive day where we don't race at all, but they're not doing that this time just because of track scheduling. So we're going to get the car switched back over to street mode. I've already got the other tune in there. I've got one tire changed. I got to take my slick off this side put the street tire back on it, and I changed wheel spacers because this one was rubbing a little bit on the passenger side was rubbing a little bit on the outside of the tire. So I put a 1/4 inch spacer on it, took the 1/2 inch off. On the driver's side, I put the 1/4 inch spacer on, and then the tire started rubbing on the inside, and it was never rubbing on the outside. So now I'm running 2 different size spacers. A 1/4 inch on the passenger side and a 1/2 inch on the driver's side, and now my tires aren't rubbing at all. So hopefully we won't have any troubles on the drive. We're going to drive for a couple hundred miles tonight or this afternoon, and then we'll drive the rest of the way in the morning, and you guys will get to see plenty of it.